haven't snapped these bolts, probably haven't taken the car apart yet. Today we're fixing the snapped off rear fender bolts. So the Squareback rear fenders have 2 bolts at the bottom, one right here and another one right there. And I swear on at least 50% of these cars, these bolts are snapped off. So of course when I went to disassemble mine, both of them snapped off on both sides. So today we're gonna cut these guys out, make some weld nuts, weld them in, and have fresh new hardware for the fenders. Hey, and just for the record, this guy is not what's holding up the car. This jack stand is. This one's there just for insurance. I also have the tires under the car and the jack. Being safe. Dropped a bolt. Gotta get it out with my little magnet tool. Magnet on a stick with a light. Who came up with that? Got it. Brand new M6x1 hardware. Sheet metal. We're gonna basically make our own weld nuts, cut out the bad stuff, put the new stuff in. Should be good to go. These look good. I just need to trim them to fit and then we can put them in. Yeah, so I made a little mistake when I was trimming it to fit. This should be pretty easy to fill in with weld. I'm really stoked. This is the first time that I've been able to bolt up the fender proper. All 4 of those were snapped off when I got the car, or I think actually they were just rusted out and stuck, and then when I went to remove the fender, they of course snapped off. If I want to, I can go over it again with some filler and get it looking perfect, but no one is gonna see this spot. This car is gonna be nice, but it's not really gonna be a show car, so I don't know, let me know, what do you guys think? Drop a comment, and should I go full OCD and smooth out my bottom fender mounts? Anyways, I'm happy with it. There are actually 2 threaded holes on the front fenders that I want to get at as well, so I think I'm just gonna wrap up the rears and then hop over and do the fronts real quick. This thread was a mystery for a while. It looked like the previous owner was using sheet metal screws in there. I made a post on the Samba and another post in a Facebook group, and both people were saying it's another M6x1 bolt, so it's the same as the rear fenders. So that's what I'm going with. I'm a little hesitant to cut another set of threads out, but I need to get something in there. So I'm gonna do another M6x1 right here and on the other side. And then hopefully we can get these fenders mounted up and get everything in place and check fit for the panels. Let's cut these suckers out. Two things. One, I nearly started a fire. I had some stuff covered up with this towel for grinding. I forgot to remove it while welding, and it didn't like the sparks. I really need to get a fiberglass blanket to cover stuff up while I'm welding. I don't need it that often, but once in a while I have stuff that I'm welding near that I should have covered. Anyways, it's going on the list. Two, just as I was getting the threads welded in, it got a little bit too hot and I let a weld get a little bit too close to the threads. And now it's messed up. I tried to get a bolt in there and it basically has some weld in the way, so it's almost like another cross-threaded thread. But I just finished grinding it because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a tap, and I think, fingers crossed, I can just re-tap this and it should be okay. And it'll still be a lot better than what I had before. But anyways, just stuff that happens. Just find a way to deal with it and get around it. I'm so relieved that that worked. Might seem insignificant or kind of silly to get that stoked about having threads, but this is the first time that I've actually been able to thread bolts into this fender and the rear fenders. It's just really nice to have them work again. It's really nice to have them working, period, actually, because they were messed up ever since I got the car. Let's hop over there real quick. Let's get this fender back on and try to get the other side done. Before I go and chop out these threads, I'm just going to see if I can get the tap in there. If there's enough material left to get some new threads in there that'll hold a bolt, maybe I can really just re-tap it and not have to go through the trouble of putting a new weld nut in there. Threads are all sorted. It was a relief that the front left side fender really only need to be re-tapped, which kind of makes me wonder, could I have just re-tapped the other front one? I think maybe I could have, but I don't know, I'm learning as I go. But the rears definitely needed to be done. The bolts are so snapped off and rusted through. There's no way I would have gotten these out. Check them out. Yeah, these guys are super messed up. That's it for today. This is a good spot to stop. We got the new threads in and we got the fenders on. I'm stoked. We're getting closer. And I gotta go get that darn roof clip. I can't wait to get that on here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. As always, I believe in you. Get to wrenching. Peace.